What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. When I started my LEGO content creation journey 7 years ago, I never imagined it would lead to this. These are the two absolute rarest LEGO Marvel figures that exist. This, of course, is Iron Man and Captain America from the 2012 Toy Fair. Now, if you guys have been following me for the past year or so, you'll know that I got Captain America at Brick Fair, Virginia 2021, and Iron Man I just got the last piece to. So this head came from the collection of the former LEGO employee Kevin Hinkle, and the torso is something that I just got at Atlanta Brick Co. So I was able to put those two together, and I now own the two absolute rarest LEGO Marvel figures ever to be made, and for that matter, they're two of the rarest LEGO figures ever made. Now, with that being said, there are some crazy statistics behind these. Now, like I said, these were only available at Toy Fair 2012, which was really where LEGO Marvel was announced that it would be a theme coming up later that year, and basically, you had to be an attendee there and get there early, and these both came on a lanyard. Now, as you can see, these do not have the lanyard, which gets into kind of the bottom of the iceberg of the story, if you will. Now, there are only 125 of each of these, which that is a fact, but there's a little caveat to that. There are a lot more Captain Americas out there than 125, and the reason being is they printed off a whole bunch of extras that were given to LEGO employees, so by my estimation, there's probably closer to 200 Captain Americas out there. There are even a couple on Bricklink right now that are starting in the $580 range, and some have sold in the $1,100 range for Captain America on his own. Iron Man, on the other hand, is much more rare. In fact, only one has sold on Bricklink in new condition, and it sold for $1,500. So with that being said, going off of the Bricklink availability and sales, this pair together is worth at least $2,000 or up to $2,600. However, that's pricing them individually. There's only one place on eBay right now where you can buy both together, and they want $5,000 for these two. Now, that's just crazy. This video is actually supposed to be a history video because I wanted to explain the history and, of course, give you guys the very unique chance to take a look at these because, you know, there's really nothing on the internet out there quite like this. I've seen a couple other review videos just doing a quick Google search, but really, you know, there's not much out there. So I wanted to show you guys these up close and do that for you. Now, before we get into the review section, I have to say thank you to you guys. Yes, you watching this video made this possible. Like I said, I started my LEGO content creation journey 7 years ago, but I've pretty much been a lifelong fan. With that being said, I never dreamed that Mini Superheroes Today would turn into the amazing community that it has, and you guys supporting on Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube is what has made it possible for me to own these. It definitely cost me a lot of money, as I'll break down in this video for you, but, you know, it's just all thanks to you guys turning Mini Superheroes Today into what it is, allowing this community to grow, allowing the platform for me to grow. And so while I can't deny that, yes, these are my figures and I own them, when I look at them on my shelf, I'm really going to view them as our figures. It's all thanks to you guys growing this community the way you have. We've got over 250,000 people following Mini Superheroes Today across my 3 platforms, and that is nothing to shake a stick at. It is incredible that you're here now and that something like this could happen, and I just wanted to put it out there that I don't take it for granted, and I totally view this as our accomplishment, and I'm so grateful that you're here allowing this to happen. And with that being said, let's get into the review. Now, my total investment here is I paid $500 for Captain America off of a private seller at Brick Fair, and he got it from Kevin Hinkle, the former LEGO employee, so it is legit. Then, of course, this head I paid $31 for. I got it on a sleeper auction from my friend Just Jeffrey over on Instagram, and this head is from Kevin Hinkle's collection, so once again, it's verified, it's legit. And then this torso, like I said, was verified by Atlanta Brick Co., so, you know, they're the leaders in, you know, the LEGO retail business, so that is legit. Everything here is real, and basically I paid $300 for this, $31 for this, and $500 for this figure. So add that all together, and my total investment is $831. And like I said, you know, individually, if you add these up, they're worth about $2,000 to $2,600, but as a set, they're worth about $5 grand according to eBay. Now, with that being said, let's take a closer look at the figures and do a proper review on them both. All right, so the first figure to take a look at is Captain America himself. Now, the funny thing is, this is actually Bucky Barnes' Captain America, not Steve Rogers. So the very first Lego Captain America was actually not Steve Rogers. How wild is that? Anyways, let's move in and take a look at this shield. It's printed on one of the old style shields from like what the knights and medieval characters used back in like the 80s and 90s. So that's pretty interesting. The arms, hands, and legs are just regular, nothing too exclusive there, but the head and torso do have some exclusive prints. So you can see he's got like a little walkie-talkie on there, a belt, a little canteen on his back there that's quite cool, and of course the head print is really nice as well. So let's take a look at Iron Man next. Alright, so this is Iron Man, and he is definitely the more rare of the two. While I said that, you know, earlier, Captain America had probably closer to 200 made, I truly believe that there's only about 125 of these out there. Now, granted, there could be a couple more, like maybe 130 or so, but it is definitely the rarest LEGO Marvel figure. Now, taking a look, of course, just the torso and head are exclusive, but let's look at that torso first. As you can see here, he does have a little chip right there, which is why I was able to get it for such a great deal, because admittedly it's not mint condition, but it's still a really cool torso. It works really well for a comic book style Iron Man. Admittedly, I don't know if this is based off of a specific Iron Man armor or not, so just hard to say. Then of course we have the head. Let me take him off the base here and get him a little closer for you guys so you can see the head. It's a really nice print. I love the way it looks. Of course, it's pretty simple, but what a lot of people don't know is that there was printing on the back of the head too, so LEGO really went all out for these despite them being super limited and basically Comic-Con exclusive figures, if you will. So with that being said, let's zoom out so I can give you my final thoughts here. Alright guys, well thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really have to turn it around and say thank you to you guys for making this possible. So once again, thank you. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.